If you were wondering how fresh this burn was, well, this should answer it. Welcome to another video. It's absolutely freezing in Florida right now. I'm not even kidding. It was 28 degrees last night, which is very rare for us. So I had big plans to travel up and down the coast, and I still do. But today we just came to a place that was actually close to home. And I've been looking for this spot for years and never been able to find the entrance. And today I finally found the entrance. It's a real tiny state forest. It's about 500 acres, but that's even split into two sections in different locations. And this is Watson Island State Forest. And it's a beautiful afternoon, crisp, awesome weather. So awesome weather for a hike. We're gonna hit this trail, see what we can find. We got about an hour or so until we get good light. It's a little chaotic in here, but let's see if we can make sense of anything and get a good shot. All right, guys, let's jump into it. Thanks for coming along. Guys, we found this section that was recently burned and it looks amazing in here. All the black char. And the leaves get all golden and then the sun hits those, they're all backlit. Could be a good shot. Yeah, I'm gonna need telephoto for sure in here. All right, let's switch over and pick out some little vignettes. Try to control some of this chaos by eliminating distractions. Let's see here. All right. Man, I got dust everywhere. All right, let's see here. Oh yeah, it's gonna be much easier to pick off some good stuff. All right, absolutely, absolutely. All right. So what I was liking over here were these, so we're still in kind of like that burn section, but I found a bunch of little brush here with like smaller trees and the patterns look crazy. I'm not sure if I can make any sense of it. No idea, to be honest. It's still kind of bright, so waiting, but I'm gonna try to find some little compositions here, little vignettes that I can pick off because the sun might get right in a little bit. Skies are totally blue, so we will have sun to the end. All right, let's see if we can make sense of this woodland. Might actually have to take one of these jackets off. Just one though, just one. Actually might take the hoodie off and put my jacket back on. There are layers to this, many, many. All right, let's find some compositions. I'm still hanging around this burn section with the telephoto out and I'm just walking around handheld. And the forest floor like is black and all charred. And then there's pops of color from different leaves or twigs or half burnt stuff that fell on the floor. It's really cool looking. It's almost like a natural like spot color, which I hate that effect. No offense if you use it, but it's kind of cool when it's natural. So if any of these images did turn out, I'll show them to you, but I'm having a blast out here just playing with the light and the black. It really makes anything stand out. It's cool. So let's keep playing around here a little and see if we can get anything. Then we'll head down the trail. All right, guys, let's do it. right, guys, so I found something really cool here. We got these palm fronds that were just burnt down to just barely the tip, like the end of them. All the fronds burned except just the heart of it. And it literally looks like an upside down heart or a spade. And the sun is just cracking right through it. And then it's burnt around the edges. Everything's black except that one orange glowing palm frond like center thing. And it's really cool actually. I was just walking by and I saw it glowing and I was like, whoa, I had to stop and get this. So we're at 1/40th of a second, F9, ISO 100, 10-second timer. There's the shot. All right, let me know how it looks, guys. Very cool. There's some really unique pictures right there with the burnt palm fronds. So cool, so fun. I'm covered in ashes, just absolutely filthy. Because all these, like, it's kind of a thicket and all the trees are burnt and I'm just like covered in marks. Absolutely filthy. And you can't go through there with a tripod very easy. So yeah, I think they came out really cool. Some like specular highlights on the edges, real glowing, and everything's muted from the burned charcoal look. It's really cool, really cool. So I hope you enjoyed those shots. Let's carry on, see if we can find anything else. Let's do it, guys. If you were wondering how fresh this burn was, well, this should answer it. So I'm just trying to use the smoke that we have here from these smoldering embers as the light plays through. There's all kinds of cool little vignettes and textures and atmosphere. Very cool. So if you don't know, they do burns around here because of the pine trees. The pine trees would all die if they didn't burn the undergrowth. It's all prairies and plains out here, but they do planted pines for timber and all kinds of stuff like that. So they have to come in and regularly burn the underbrush to keep the pine trees alive. So it's a regular thing. It's also a little bonus tip if you want some atmosphere. It's when they do the burns, you get some really cool, unique photos. All right, well, I'm getting smoked out here, so I'm gonna step around and try to pick out some more vignettes. There's so many cool little things. The sun's laying down a little bit. There's all kinds of fun things to play with around here, so I don't know what photos I'm getting, but I will share them, and if I get anything especially cool, we will stop and talk about the composition. Yeah, there's all kinds of fun things going off right now. Another way we were able to eliminate some distractions is to use the telephoto lens. When the light's up and the chaos of the woods is everywhere, you can really use this to zoom in on vignettes, find little sections of light, color, any kind of contrast or interest. When you use the telephoto lens, you can zoom in on sections and control the light more. You can avoid hot spots and that crazy contrast that's so often when the light's high in the woods. Here in Florida, it's so flat and thick, you really can't get a wide shot until the light gets low and everything evens out, or if you have an overcast day. But when the light's up, you can really pull the telephoto out and zoom in on things like the forest floor, textures, different color combinations, color contrasts. We found sections that were totally burnt and then had pops of color on them. Beautiful reds and yellows on the black char. It's just awesome. So that was the technique we used to simplify the woodland today. Chaos in here. So that's one of the best ways you can do it, is using color contrast. I went handheld because you just can't work a tripod through this crazy thick woodland. So going handheld would really help. I did have to up my ISO to get my shutter speed fast enough, but totally worth it to be able to get some shots. Beautiful afternoon. Beautiful crisp winter afternoon. The sun was out. It was cold at first and it warmed up as you hiked. It was great. Finally found this place. What an amazing afternoon in Watson Island. If you like Florida and landscape photography, please subscribe and we'll see you next time.